Hey, Cortavius here. The Orcs Path is finally live. It's time to see what the cost of going through and getting the soul for those who already have the Packmaster, getting the Packmaster if you don't have the soul, or if you want to get both, an expensive path to do both. So, if you don't have either one of these champs, then I'd probably stop watching this video because the rest of this thing's not worth it. You are here for these things at the bottom, or you shouldn't be doing it. In that case, what I would do is I'd go get yourself a legendary on a brand new account, or even 3.
Hey, before we go on, click the link in the description right now, and you can get the great legendary poisoner, Narma, along with 3 epics. You get Anax, Mausoleum Mage, and the best epic in the game, Uugo, as you progress. All you have to do is follow 4 steps. Step 1, log out Play and Play on the PC and uninstall. Step 2, click the link in the description and register with a brand new email. Step 3, launch Raid, complete the tutorial. And Step 4, go to your inbox, Narma's there waiting. These 4 free champions will give you an insane head start in Raid, so click on that link before it expires.
So back to this Orcs Path. I didn't do a good graphics thing on this one because really it's pretty simple. You just go down the right side and pick up the soul, or come down the left side and pick up the champ. And I do have an Excel spreadsheet here. So if you do that, it will cost you 66,500 points to come get the 5-star soul. That is 15 sacreds, 88 voids, or 32,000 energy if you run at least stage 20 of a dungeon. You can get it through campaign 2, but that would take you more energy. If you come down the left side to get the Packmaster, that is 76,500 points. That's 17 sacred shards, 102 void shards, and 37,000 energy if you did it all through energy. If you're somebody like my free-to-play here who would love to have both of those, you're talking 142,000 points, 31 sacreds, plus, well, 32 really, 190 void shards, and 69,000 energy. And I didn't compute time. If you want to spend 69,000 energy in 2 days, 16 hours, you're just going to be burning away. PC getting hot, the phone burning up, so that's a lot of time. So they really want you to pull the shards, in other words. So that's the cost of getting both. If you don't have Packmaster and you can only do one of these, I'd get the champ over the soul, because the champ you may not get again for years. So you can't control that. The soul you can put on the wish list, and you can buy through Essence. And you only really need the 4-star if you just want to get him more damage, and that's not as expensive. That 5th star is very expensive. It's 100 of the gold essence. But you don't need the 5th star for this champ. So you could just come in and pick up Crocod's 4-star soul through buying essence. So if I don't have either, I get the champ. So free to play in my case doesn't have either, but I do have 50. You can't see that. I still got the spreadsheet in the way. I do have 58 sacreds on this account. Clan boss has been magical this week. I've gotten 5 sacreds, I think, through the portal or through the clan boss, knock on wood for those who do that. And even the main's gotten 2 sacreds this week. But that could dry up. I could get nothing for the next 3 months. I went through a dry spell once on the main. I didn't get anything for like 3 months. It was crazy. But clan boss has been delivering. So why do I hoard resources if you don't use them, right? So this is a good time for the free-to-play. I think the free-to-play is going to come in here and pull for both the champ and the soul. I don't have a 3rd Hydra team. I don't even have a good 2nd Hydra team. I don't even have a good 1st Hydra team on the free-to-play. So I have Titus. So I do have Wixwell and Titus. So I don't need to grab Brogni. If you don't have Wixwell, but you have Titus, Brogni in here can help you with the right gear. It's harder to gear this team up. But you can do Brogni and Titus and have 1 Hydra team. You can do the Packmaster and the Doggy and have a 2nd Hydra team. So for me, I'd like to have both the soul and the champion. But if I'm pulling sacreds and you don't have Fina, I think Fina is the best champion here to pull. I think Brogni, if you don't have Wixwell and you have Titus and you don't mind some manual Hydra, there are auto teams coming out, but I don't know if they'll have those for Brogni. Freya is actually really good. She hits hard, but she also brings a lot of utility to help keep your team alive. So she's got increased defense and shield, block debuffs, and a cleanse for the team, and a passive that prevents the death of an ally. So she's really good. This Amac is new. He looks pretty good too. I mean, he increases his HP. He has block debuffs on all allies. He's got a heal. He removes ones that lower your damage or, weaken your team and replaces them with stronger ones. So that's not just a cleanse, that's a cleanse and a swap, which is nice. He's got a single target, decreased resistance, pain leak, decreased speed, protected against bosses. He's got a heal on that skill, and he can steal a random buff and put leech up. So that's a pretty good kit. I think my free-to-play who already has Fina will probably go for Amok. He's just a fun, cool-looking champ, too. I like that. I like the skin on that guy. Big pot of green. So I like Amok for that, but Freya's really good, too. And then the epics, I don't really care. Those epics are all okay, not great. I'd probably take Mausoleum Mage as the best value here. He can still be used on Amius, and he's good in the faction, so I'd take Mage. But the other, then it's probably Sepulchre and then Grizzle Jarl, probably in that order, but really. But your odds of getting these champs are astronomically low on the non-voids. Non-void's progressive, just your odds of getting these champs. So you're putting them in there, but don't really count on it. I mean, you could pull a 5 legendaries and not see one. You have a better chance on voids, but if you didn't watch my void video where I pulled a bunch of void legendaries the other day, go watch that video. It was a lot of fun. But you'll notice I didn't get the progressive on any of those pulls, and they were voids. So your odds of getting progressive champ are low. So really, you're just pulling without it 2 times, and really not without a great chance of getting any of these champs. So it's a tough scenario from that pulling perspective. So, but you're getting, you know, if you pull enough shards, you got a good chance of getting a legendary. Plus, you're also getting the champ from Or the Soul. So you're getting something back. It's just not great time to pull shards, but you're getting value. So on the free-to-play, I'm probably going to pull, I think I might be pulling 30 sacred shards unless I get some diving in. And for the spenders out there that are short on shards, I will point out, I'm not recommending this, but I will point out that if you're going to spend money, these coins that are available are actually the best, you know, value for money spent. So you can get 38,750 points, which is 52% of what you need for the soul for $52. So it's basically valuing that champ at $100. And in this game, to get a legendary champ for $100, that's actually a great deal. Yeah, it's $100, but in this game, which has got crazy economics, that's actually a good value. So now you don't pull the shards, so you don't get a chance at the champs you'd get, right? So there's no fun shard pulling chance to get something even more exciting. But if you're spending money, it's this economic way of doing it. This is probably the best way of putting that. So once again, not recommending that, but it's there. So if you're going down the, hey, let me lower the cost of doing the event, the pulling shards route, and you want to use the energy, and you're going down the 30,000, 60,000, or just lowering the cost, they're not really giving us events that are that compelling, especially if you're a progressing account. You know, lizardman-based spiders, you know, my TX team can do that in 2 minutes on hard 10, so that's pretty economical for me, efficient, you know, other than the time. But a free-to-play account like that, you know, if you don't have TX or big damage dealers, now you're talking like Venom Mage and slowly working your way through. It's just, yeah, not as exciting. And then Dragon, once again, it's doable if you have champs. It's easier than spiders, but just faction-limited stuff does kind of suck for a lot of people. So they're not giving us, like, what I'd like to see is Dragons 3 times speed. Give us something worth running energy on that is worth the gear, more worth the gear than not, because dungeons these days, just in general, aren't exciting to run teams on versus getting Doom Tower, Cursed City, you know, Amius type, you know, places where you can get better gear. So Forge passes, that kind of stuff. So yeah, unfortunately, I don't feel like they're giving us, you know, there's no 2 times, there's no great place to run energy. So, but obviously what they're giving you is a chance to get the soul and the champ, and there's some stuff in the game. It's just not the greatest efficiency for what you'd like to run. So that's a place where you can use energy. I guess at least noticing there are 2 chances to get white shards, and on Monday they're supposed to come out with a summon pool. We have no idea what's in it, so we don't know. So you're kind of picking up, it's the first time I've really seen it where you had a chance to keep picking up these white shards and you have no idea why you're doing it. But once again, I hope after these 2 they stop doing these lizardman things. So if you are running energy, you just have a better chance to get some rewards out of these paths. So I mean, I don't have many people even going after this thing for lizardman on, this is the free-to-play account. So I got 3 people who look like they're heading for it, and the rest of them are like, I don't know, screw this. So that is what it is, I guess, just for energy sitting stuff out there. So my free-to-play and my main, I've been enjoying the break. You know, we've been doing event after event and fusions and titans, and they've got nothing really running in the game. I haven't done much in the game in the past few days. I'm enjoying it. So the fact that this thing is a bunch of shards to pull, 3 great void legendaries, not top tier, but well, they're all very good. These are all very good void epics. You got a couple or void legendaries. You got a couple epics that are very good too. So you got some voids in the progressive that are great. You've got a couple champs and the others that are good. So I like the fact that this thing for me is just, I might just pull some shards and be done. So I'll probably do that later in the weekend, and I might be pulling 48 sacred shards. Oh, big video coming. But at least I can do that, and an hour later, I'm done, 20 minutes later, I'm done. I don't have to spend, if this was champ training or dungeon divers for the whole thing, yeah, you can do that, but I'm not spending 70,000 energy. I'm gonna keep enjoying my break. So hope you are too. Take some time out, go do other stuff, play other games, enjoy life, just taking advantage of the fact that there's not a fusion and a Titan Path running right now. So I'm definitely gonna do it. So hey, if you pull shards, if you're going to do you crazy like me and try and get both, or even just get one of the two options, then I'd get the Pack Master. If you don't have Pack Master, I'd get the Soul. If you value Hydra and you have the Pack Master already, once again, it's a choice there. You can decide that you want to get that Soul or not get that Soul. I think you're only doing it if you really like Hydra, personally, because he'll be good in the faction, he'll be good in other places, but the value for the Soul, I think, comes out of the Hydra use. So if you have Trunda and Titus teams running, less compelling. You can do this strat on auto, though. The Crowcat can be an auto champ in Hydra. So for my main account, he will make my top 3 teams. And for my free-to-play, I don't really even have a good Hydra team, so that's why I'm tempted to go pick him up, and it's worth it for that. But if you've got crazy teams, then you don't need them. If you don't have the resources, you can just you can put them on your wish list, and you can buy the Essence and get up to the 4-star Soul. You really only need the 4-star, which you can buy through Essence, and it doesn't take Gold Essence to get up to 4 stars. So that's a choice to make if you don't want to pull the shards or don't have the shards. I don't think you need to go crazy. I don't think you need to go buy stuff to get, if I don't get it, he's useless. No, without a Soul and the Pack Master, he will still be a useful champ, and you will still do a lot of damage in Hydra. So it's a choice to make. The 4-star Soul will be very helpful, but you can buy it through Essence if you value him versus other champs you could buy Essence for, and that's the opportunity cost. You're buying his Essence, not another champ like Marius or somebody else that would be more valuable to me. But that's choices to make. In my case, when I have plenty of shards on both accounts, it's worth it for me to use these resources for that time. So that's my views on this path and chart and all that stuff. So I will definitely be pulling something. Let me know what you plan to do, and if you pull the shards, let me know if you got something out of that. Appreciate it. Have a great day.